Welcome to a short video on gamification in e-learning. First, let's take a moment. What's a game that you enjoy? Maybe an old-fashioned game of Monopoly or Scrabble? Perhaps you like Tetris, or my favorite, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. We all grew up playing various types of games. So what was it about those games that kept us engaged and interested? Was it the allure of buying the boardwalk, leveling up, or opening the door to the next level? Those elements of game design that kept us coming back can be harnessed and used in educational situations. This is what we call gamification. Experts describe gamification as adding game elements to non-game situations. For example, getting badges for completing our weekly checklists is a game element added to our e-learning experience. Gamification can take many forms, such as a challenge or a goal, obstacles or impediments, incentives or rewards, or game-like rules. These can be used in e-learning experiences to help engage and motivate learners in the same way that we are motivated to level up. How then can gamification help engage and motivate our elephants in e-learning experiences? We can use game elements such as points, badges for success, leaderboards, and more as a form of extrinsic motivation to keep the learner on task and carrying out the learning experiences. Gamifying the online experience can use elements of surprise to keep the elephant and all of us engaged. Dirksen talks about good surprises and bad surprises, both of which are more likely to be remembered than no surprises. Gamification can also help close skill gaps. In e-learning, you can gamify practice, helping students practice in a meaningful yet playful and engaging way to apply what they have learned. For example, our computer setup activity from week 2 used this type of gamification, including time constraints, to have the learner practice the skill. Gamification can further be used to facilitate flow in e-learning, rather than just getting learners to bike uphill the whole way. Gamifying e-learning can get students to apply what they've learned frequently. An e-learning design may have students momentarily stop and apply what they have learned as a sort of challenge or obstacle. And when students succeed, they can gain points toward a point tally goal and move on to the next portion of learning. Do not be deceived, though. Gamification can have its shortcomings that the designer must be aware of. First, if there is a competitive component, the designer must take into account that some people with more competitive personalities may focus on getting the win, instead of applying what they know in order to reinforce their learning. Dirksen says, research suggests that it is a bigger negative for students who don't do well with competition than it is a positive for students who do respond well. So use competition with caution. Another cautionary point is the use of rewards as extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic rewards are good, but extrinsic rewards can demotivate people. So if the main motivation is an extrinsic reward, for example, gaining all of the points, the learner may not really learn. Using elements of game design in online learning can be useful to fill skill gaps, motivation gaps, and facilitate flow in our learners. But beware, gamification should be used to make the e-learning experience more rich and engaging, not just gaming for gaming's sake.